Cold gang. First round draft pick.
Welcome to another episode of Cold Game. I'm your host, Isaiah Dotson. I'm here with my co-host, Malcolm Benell. Cuz, what it do?
What it do, cuz?
I'm feeling good, cuz, man. If you haven't already, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, follow us on TikTok and on IG. Tap in with us, cuz. Week 1 high school football. A lot of dramatics, a lot of flair, a lot of excitement. Everybody came back ready to school. You know, football season here, cuz, man. Give me your game of the week, your synopsis. What stuck out to you, cuz, week 1 high school football?
Man, week 1 high school football. Let's see here. Run through some scores with you real quick. So we got in the 6A, you have Brownsburg versus Spalding out of Archbishop Spalding out of Maryland. Brownsburg put it on them 36-23. You know, Brownsburg is Indiana's defending state champion of last year. So they came out and handled business in convincing fashion. Number 2, Center Grove played Warren Central. I was at this game. Scored 26-6. The game was a little bit closer than what the score shows, but Center Grove did have a couple of touchdowns called back off of penalties. Center Grove got a lot of penalties, which is unusual for a Center Grove team. We'll go back and recap that game a little bit. Another huge game, number 3, LN knocked off LC 34-27. I know that's near and dear to your heart, cuz you're a Lawrence kid. So shout out to LN. You know, they're one of the preseason favorites to do their thing this year. Westfield handled Homestead 35-0. I don't even know why they got them on their schedule. Hamilton Southeastern beats Carroll, Fort Wayne Carroll 14-7. Carmel, that's probably that Carmel probably had the top performer this week because we'll talk about him. But Carmel knocked off Fishers 49-24. You know, Coach Kevin Wright, he's back, and he's back from IU out there in Carmel again. So he came back and putting the state on notice that he's ready to go. And then a shocker, Ben Davis lost to Cathedral 8-0. So those were your 6A scores. I have a few other scores I wanted to shout out. Class 4A, you had Bishop Chatard knocking off Lafayette Jeff 35-28. Shout out to Cole Gates' very own Maddox Dwyer and Julio Graves out there doing their thing. But yeah, cuz it was going down that week 1 in Indiana high school football.
I see, cuz. I guess we gonna, man, I want to get right into the game you had your eyes on, cuz I got a couple questions, man. Just because you was there. I want to know, I guess, first of all, man, I got to ask you, man, is Nolan Reese, he ran for 139, 2 touchdowns on 20 carries. He earned player of the game. Is he really like that, cuz?
Like that, cuz. He's like that, man. Them Center Grove boys are some big boys, man. They're from the running backs to the linebackers to the receivers, man. I don't know where they finding these kids or what kind of weight room program, but I'm trying to go work out with Center Grove because them boys they come. If they ain't mentally ready, they're gonna physically be ready. So, you know, anytime you line up against Center Grove, you got to come ready to play. But yeah, they got a running back. Center Grove always finds running backs, man. I don't know what they've been breeding them. They've been breeding them for the past few years, all the way from Titus McCoy to Jordan Llewellyn, Luke Swift, all them dudes, and even your boy that's playing for the Kansas City Chiefs right now,
Carson Steele.
You know, so now it looks like they got another one that's running back Nolan Reeves. They really had a 3-4 running back system, but you can tell that Nolan was their guy, you know, so that's who they're going to be leaning on a lot. So I know they finally got that film out. So he put the state of Indiana on notice this year that Nolan Reeves is going to be getting that ball 20, 25, 30 times a game, and he's going to run that ball down your throat. Like I said, 2 touchdowns, 139 yards on 20 carries. He was like that. But on the flip side of that, Warren is a young team. They have a new coach, and they only returning 4 starters from last year. And one of their new starters that showed up was their running back, Keon Thomas. and that boy came to play, and I believe he had about 111 yards on 20 carries or so. I think once they settle in and Warren figures out the quarterback battle, they was playing two quarterbacks. I think Keon Thomas is going to be one of them players that puts the state on notice as well. So if any of the Warren coaches listening, Coach Clark, keep feeding that boy Keon the ball because he was something exciting to watch on Friday.
I caught a little bit of that game on. They had it playing on YouTube. I tuned in on YouTube and I love the fight that I seen in Warren. They was down, but I love the fight. They was in position to get back into that game. They had a nice drive. They was moving that ball up and down the field. They had a nice drive, and I got to shout out Jackson Burnett, man. He had a crucial interception for Center Grove down there in that end zone, you know. So I think that kind of changed the momentum of the game, man. But they know it's going to be a dogfight anytime Center Grove and Warren meet. It's going to be a dogfight, you know. So that was to be expected. That's what happened. 10 new starters played Friday night on defense. You know, that was it. You know, and it was a good.
I didn't mean to cut you off because Warren had 10 new starters on defense, and they didn't have their two Division I talents out there. So I'll be eager to see how they look when they get JJ Finch and Caleb Elkins back, because that's a huge blow. And even with them being out, they played great. And I spoke to Coach Clark. We'll have him on this Thursday, upcoming week, to talk about week 2. But I spoke to him after the game, and I just told him, man, there was nothing to hang your hat on that game. There was nothing to walk down with your head down for that young team. Y'all came out there and y'all held your own. Y'all fought. Y'all played hard. Y'all played physical. And that's just something you build off of, man. So shout out to Warren Central in that Center Grove game. Like Coach Clark said, they only had one returning starter playing on defense, and they did a hell of a job. So that's a tough Center Grove team. So I'm pretty sure that, you know, we'll see Nolan Reese. Week 2, he might have 200 yards. So, I mean, that was just, you know, he had a great game.
So shout out to Center Grove on getting the dub, but shout out to Warren too, man. They young, but they was fighting. Lick your wounds, man. Just come back ready next week. It's a long season. So we're gonna go to the north side, cuz from the east to the north. You feel me? With some smoke in the air over there in Carmel and Fishers. So fireworks is being, you know, shot off, man. You know, it was one thing has always been a fact. You know, when you go up to play Carmel football, first of all, man, they gonna be deep. You know, you ain't seen deep till you go to that north side. You go to that Carmel Stadium because they got some chicken up there too. They got that chicken, and they got the players too, man. Don't think it's sweet because they got some boys, man. So they quarterback Anthony Colner. He led the offensive show. He threw for 192, rushed for 112, 4 total touchdowns. Cuz can we call it right now, man? Is he cold game player of the week or what?
It gotta be. I mean, if somebody let me know if them stats is misleading. But I mean, you threw for almost 200 and rushed for another 100, man. That's Mr. Football S numbers, and that's not no. Fishers ain't no slouch, man. I don't care. I don't know who they got, what they got returning, man. But that's Fishers, man. So for you to do that against some top 6A talent, man, he might be the coldest of the week, man. For on that performance.
Anthony Coley, you the coldest of the week, man. Coldest of the week. That's one coldest of the week. They gonna add up throughout the season. You know, the more you add up, you might be cold game player of the year. Performing like that, man. But you did your thing, man. Shout out to him and shout out to Carmel. It was a tough game. Now in that game, it was offensive fireworks. Now let's go to a game where, you know, they was like that the whole game, man. Cathedral versus Ben Davis. If you love defensive football, if you love hard hitting, if you love a defensive slugfest, grind fest, that was the game for you. Cathedral. They edge out Ben Davis 8-0. I think that might have been one of the first times Ben Davis got shut out like that, huh, cuz?
Yeah, I think it said the first time Ben Davis been shut out since 2010. So Ben Davis ain't, you know, they done scored at least a point in every game since 2010. So that's you know, Cathedral, shout out to Cathedral. They only 5A. So I mean, that's scary if Cathedral's holding you know, a 6'8", you know, they was the defending state champions 2 years removed, a year removed. So yeah, the Cathedral came and put up a hell of a performance. I was talking to my guy in the stands. He's a wrestling coach at Cathedral. Shout out to Jay Sean. He said Cathedral got some dogs over there, man. He said they got some animals, you know. So you know, they obviously was prepared and came to play. You know, shout out to Restman. He's a head coach over there at Ben Davis. He was who when I did my 8 or 9 years of high school football coaching, I was a defensive line coach. He was a defensive coordinator. So if anything else, Ben Davis gonna come out there and play that defense. So and holding Cathedral to 8 points, that's a tall task too, because they tend to score a lot of points.
The only points came via 26-yard touchdown pass from Cameron Colts to Owen Peterson. And plus a successful 2-point conversion run by Landon Hughes. And the Hughes, I gotta find out, man. Shout out to Landon Hughes. Let me know, is it lineage in that name? Because I think it was some good Hughes that came through Cathedral. I know a couple of Hughes that came through there. So Kofi Hughes, yeah. Is there any relations, man? You know, we want to know. Tap in. So shout out to him. Another thriller, overtime thriller. Avon 30, Decatur Central 28. Winning the OT. They say Sean Curry, he stole the show. He had 3 touchdown receptions, including a 73-yard go-ahead catch late in the fourth quarter to force overtime. Oh, they was balling out, huh, cuz?
The 73-yard banger. You know what I'm saying? I hear it. I'm hearing through the grapevine. It was a one-handed catch, too. He pulled the Odell on him. Shout out to Sean Curry. Yeah, man. Avon, Decatur Central. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Decatur Central might have won state last year too. So I think they might be defending state champs as well. Shout out to Coach Kyle Enright. Kyle Enright, head coach of Decatur, was my JV head coach when I was a freshman at Warren Central. He coached me. He was my JV head coach. So I know that he got them boys right. But I know throughout the past few years, Avon has been known to have some killers out there in Avon, especially on that D line.
Okay. And I want to give a shout out to Bryce Reynolds. Bryce Reynolds, man, they say he was shining because they say he scored a crucial 2-point conversion and he sealed the win with a 2-point stop in overtime. That sound like that's almost Travis Hunter-esque. You know, that reminded me against the game against they was playing Baylor. Where it went into overtime, you know, and somebody had to make a play. He didn't make that catch, but he was balling that game, but he made that overtime stop. Knocked that ball out, man. So in 5A. They did win state.
5A. Yeah, but also from that game too, cuz shout out to Braden Love. They said he contributed a heads-up fumble recovery that racked up some momentum late in the regulation before overtime. So shout out to Braden Love, D-line.
I want to make sure we give a shout out to Brownsburg too. They represented for the state. They beat Archbishop Spalding from Maryland 36-23. That's the way you handle business. You know, you play a team from a different state. You got to let them know that Indiana football is real too. It's real everywhere, man. But everybody know it's real in Indiana. We all know that. So shout out to Brownsburg for handling the business. Number 1 team in the state. And then also Mooresville, Mooresville 28, Bloomington North 14. They say he featured a kickoff return for a touchdown by Tyler Denny and 3 scoring passes from Connor Cruz, man. Good way to do your thing, Connor. Yeah, Connor, you out there balling out, huh?
Yeah, he said he put 3 of them things in that end zone. That's a hat trick.
Put the state on notice. Because how you feel about that New Pal game?
Blue Kokomo out. They beat the brakes off of Kokomo 52-0. But you know, New Pal, because they a powerhouse, man. New Pal need to go ahead and start moving up their rankings. I think it just has something to do with their enrollment and the number of students and stuff they have. But New Pal's a powerhouse, man. The Spiegels, I don't know if you remember the Spiegel family, Charlie Spiegel and them. New Pal ain't no joke. You see, they put that running clock on Kokomo. You know, the running clock started 35-0. So they, even with the clock running, I don't know when it start running, but you know, they put up, you know, some more points. It got it to 52-0. So shout out to New Pal.
In the scary hours, they start running the clock on you. You don't never want to be in that situation.
No.
All right. And what we gonna do is I want to do because I want to give some national guys a shine because it was some killers from around the country. You know, high school football from around the country. Then they didn't got it popping, and it was a lot of great games this week because I was on YouTube. Just put my eyes on different teams. You know, Mater Dei, Buford, uh, St. Thomas Aquinas down in Florida. There's a lot of different teams. You know, I gotta do my research and my reference. I want to see what the talent looks like in high school football right now. But one dude I want to give a shout out to, one performance that stood out to me. And if your boy from Carmel was the coldest player of the week from Indiana, this dude might have been the coldest player of the week nationally. His name is Hudson Hewlett, quarterback from North Murray High School in Georgia. In a thrilling 49-42 victory over Dalton, Hewlett amassed an impressive 342 rushing yards and 5 rushing touchdowns on 28 carries. Additionally, he completed 2 of 2 passes for 72 yards and a touchdown and caught 2 passes for 78 yards, showcasing his versatility and playmaking ability. My gosh.
Man,
he was out there doing his all.
Man, cause somebody just posted their stats from the NCAA video game, man, and playing in the little high school. They ain't no real stats. He said he had 350 rushing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, a receiving touchdown. This man who was he playing? The Bad News Bears?
They was going back and forth. It was 49-42. So he put the team on his back. You know, when it's a close game like that, you got to strap on and come with it. He said, Coach, I'll do it all, Coach. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to tote that pill. I'm going to throw that pill. I'm going to catch that pill. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I want to know his halftime speech, cuz.
What's his name again, cuz? What's his name?
Hudson Hewlett, quarterback from North Murray High School in Georgia.
Man, listen, man. If every coach in college football ain't at that man's doorstep by Monday, if y'all ain't in Georgia and offering that boy, y'all silly, man. That's the craziest stat line I've never heard. Cuz you say he had 350 rushing yards. How many rushing yards?
342 rushing yards, 350, 5 rushing touchdowns on 28 carries, 2 for 2 passing yards, 2 for 2 passes with 72 yards, and he caught 2 passes for 78 yards. I want to know what type of offense they running if he's the quarterback. What type of offense is that?
Right.
Is that wing T?
Hey, hey, he catching them, he throwing them, he running them. I mean, wow.
Right. They must be in Wildcat the whole game. That's what I'm picturing. Wildcat.
I mean, but how's he? I mean, who's throwing it to him? If he the quarterback, he got 2. You said he had 2 receptions for 78 yards. Who throwing it to him?
Right. And I gotta ask the question, man. How are y'all getting tricked? You know, every play, watch him. He gets hold the ball 28 times. He catching passes, throwing them wherever he go. The whole team needs to go.
5 touchdowns, 5 rushing touchdowns. Yeah, I need to see the film too, Coach Clark. I need to see the film on that game.
His name is Hudson Hewlett. Hudson. Hudson. Last name Hewlett. Hulett. You on our radar, Hudson? You didn't make. Hey, we might. You're definitely in a consideration for coldest player of the year. We're gonna keep that performance in mind. You keep putting on like that, you're gonna get a trophy to your athletic department, to their doorstep. You're gonna be recognized for those type of performances for sure.
Right.
Cause is there anybody else who might have caught your eye nationally?
Not nationally. I kind of stuck it into the state. Did you have anybody else in mind? I was just kind of looking throughout the state.
I had one more person because I wanted to show some love to, man. I gotta give a shout out. His name is Keontae Phillips, quarterback for McNair High School. He delivered a dual threat performance in a 69-40 loss at Temple. Phillips rushed for 223 yards and 2 touchdowns on 17 carries, while also completing 18 for 25 passes for 389 yards and 4 touchdowns. His top receiver, Rashad Blaylock, contributed significantly with 17 receptions for 349 yards and 4 touchdowns. They was out there balling. So Keontae Phillips and Rashad Blaylock, y'all keep doing y'all thing. And y'all keep motivating y'all teammates to step up, man, because sometimes it's a team game. It's going to take everybody, man. One person or 2 people just not going to win the game. It takes all 11. So that was an inspiring performance. 69-40. I know y'all took that loss, man, but Man, keep motivating your team. Y'all set example for the way y'all team should play. And hopefully next week y'all come with the dub, man. Just keep balling out, man. But y'all definitely on my radar. Keontae Phillips, man, keep doing your thing. Cold game. So yeah, cuz man, that's our high school football wrap up. I think we want to talk about, of course, we got to talk about these Colts too, cuz before anything, man. We played our last preseason game this weekend. We beat the monkey mess out of Cincinnati. That's usually who we play every last preseason game every year. It was some standout performers, cuz Riley Leonard, he went out there and balled out 15 for 20. Whole bunch of passing yards, threw a nice touchdown pass, led some touchdown drives. I think he solidified himself as the number 3 quarterback, cuz and I think he made it to where it's gonna feel like blasphemy when I say this, but he might have solidified himself as maybe a number 2 option if Anthony Richardson can't ask for a trade, which I would never want him to, but we got to look at it from the player's position, man. If I ain't on the field, if I feel like I should be a starter and y'all playing with me, got me sitting on the bench, and I got to win a record, I feel like the next form of action is to ask for a trade. I hope that's not what AR does. I hope that's not where he's at mentally. I hope that him, his agent, and the Colts organization had that talk and figure out a plan was for next. But if it does not pan out, Riley Leonard could be a solid backup option because he was balling out this past week. What's your thoughts about that? About the Colts' last preseason game too?
I ain't gonna lie to you, cuz I'm sitting here watching this Hudson Hewlett highlight tape, man. This little dude was balling.
Was he?
I'm saying,
do we need to scout him now?
Man, I'm saying he got it right on his. I really got on the boy Twitter, man. He got it right here, man. My bad. I know we talking about the Colts right now, but that Hudson Hewlett, man, 351 rushing yards, 5 touchdowns, 102 yards passing up, 1 passing touchdown, and 72 yards receiving, 525 total yards and 6 touchdowns in one game. Hey, man. My bad. I was watching that highlight tape. I had to see it, cuz.
You balling out, man, when you can't get your brain off of it, man. Hey, Hudson Hewlett, man, shout out to you, man. We about to see him a trophy, huh, cuz?
Man, something. Hey, I'm about to send him a follow, that's for sure. I'm following you, son. Hey, you are on my radar. But, man, preseason game, man, this is what I got to say, man, because I'm really, man, I was talking to my pops all weekend about the Colts, man. My dad's a real positive guy, so he kept it positive about Daniel Jones and what the Colts outlook might be. But here's my only thing, and this is my thing I've been thinking about since Shane Steichen came on that podium last Monday and made his speech about Daniel Jones as a starting quarterback, and Anthony Richardson just a play away. Since he said that comment, because I follow Coach on everything, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything. The Coach is constantly in my timelines. I haven't seen Anthony Richardson since that speech. I ain't seen him in a practice post. I ain't seen him in a picture. You know how they do the fan cam and they walk up to the camera after the practice and say some shit. I ain't seen Anthony Richardson at what time. So now you're ousting the boy. So I don't know what it is. I ain't seen a picture. I ain't seen a practice though. I ain't seen now he can't travel with the team. You know what I'm saying? Now, they want to see the threes. I mean, I don't know. So it's like I said, it's personal. It's personal because I could care less about the Cincinnati Bengals, not Sam Mellinger. What's your boy from Notre Dame?
Riley Leonard.
I could care less about all that shit, man. Because if he's our number 2 quarterback, we just as much as a whole as we are with Daniel Jones at number 1. So they gonna have to show me, cuz I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't even watch that game because I had no care in the world to watch that. I want to see 2 Sundays from now when we take the field against who was at Miami. That's what I want to see because they really turned me off of them. They left a bad taste in my mouth. Yeah, the Coast pissed me off.
I'm gonna kind of piggyback on what you're saying, because immediately after our last show, was in the we was in the group chat and he was really spitting some positive messages, man. And I can get with that. You know, I want to be positive towards the Colts season. I want to be hopeful. That's how I want to feel. You know, I've been a Colts fan since literally since I came out the womb. Matter of fact, Unc was taking me to Colts camps early before I could even remember what a coat was. We was at the practice facility. You know, so I've been a diehard for a very long time. This is the most. This is the worst feeling I felt as a Colts fan since maybe since Andrew Luck retired. I think it's right up there. Andrew Luck retirement, Peyton Manning release in that area. Like we just didn't know, you know, it was felt weird. I feel weird right now, man. The season, I can see the season going horrible, but I'm hopeful that it does go well, you know. And I want to give Daniel Jones a fresh, you know, a fresh perspective, you know, a new start, you know, and not hate on him because I feel hatred right now towards some people in the organization, towards my team, towards my franchise, because of the way they're doing Anthony Richardson. It makes me not like the coach. It makes me not like the coach. It makes me not like Chris Ballard because nothing they're doing is making sense. I don't like repetitive behavior, starting different quarterbacks every year, expecting different results. We see it does not work. Every time we try to remix a quarterback, it does not work. We tried to remix Carson Wentz. It did not work. We tried to remix Matt Ryan. It didn't work. I'm tired of seeing it. I wish we would give AR another chance, but we're here now, and we got to roll with Daniel Jones until further notice. And hopefully we can roll with him to the Super Bowl because that's my expectations. But we'll figure it out. We find it out.
You know? And let me make this clear too, because you know I know we've got a lot of pushback after our last episode talking about this, and it's not. I don't want people to get this misconstrued. Like we are football fans, we are Colts heads. Like we watch every second of every game. We see it say the same thing y'all see it. You know, we are not defending Anthony Richardson. Like I mean, I'm not. Let me not say we're not defending him because we kind of are. We are not saying that Anthony Richardson is that good or that much better than it, you know. But the thing is, 3 years ago, we took a chance on Anthony Richardson and put him and took him with a top 5 draft pick at number 4. We took him at number 4 in the draft. Yes, we could have got talent anywhere else. We could have got some defensive talent or whatever have you. But we needed with a quarterback, and that's who we took. And so what we're saying is you need to develop that young man. And then for you to say, come out earlier this year, a couple months ago, a couple weeks ago, and say that, you know, we messed up by throwing him out there and we shouldn't have done that. So now y'all backtracking, you know, after y'all done already gave us 2 sample sizes of what he can do. Now, you can say that he sucks. You can say that that was the worst pick ever or whatever have you. Okay, so be it then. But he was our guy. And that's why we took him. So give him a chance is all I'm saying. Now, is 15 games a chance? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Is that enough to determine whether he needs to be gone and out of here? I mean, that's a real short leash if you ask me. You know, he's still under his rookie contract. He has a year in a player option. You know what I'm saying? So y'all not getting y'all money's worth from that perspective. Y'all went out here and y'all gave Daniel Jones $14 million. You know, so I just don't think he got a super fair shake. Now, yes, he had his chances. You know, maybe he's like you said, because you said the intangibles, and maybe there's some things that we are seeing. I know what I have seen, and it's enough for me to say keep playing him. You know what I'm saying? Keep letting him. You know, as a Colts fan, I feel better with seeing him make his mistakes and bump. Like, that's how you learn. I got a 2-year-old, you know what I'm saying? She makes mistakes every day. She bumps her head every day, but she learns from that, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you learn. I'm not calling it a 2-year-old, but if you put it in perspective, a 21, 22, 23-year-old, he's going to make his mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Let him make his mistakes. And then, you know, after 2, 3 years, 2, 3, 4 years, let's see where he's at then. But Chris Ballard, Shane Steichen, they got their job on the line, in my opinion. So they're doing whatever they can to save face at this point. Exactly. Look at Josh Allen's first 2 years. Look at AR's first 2 years. It's not enough. Those had 70 games. He had 70 games, and he's went 24 and 44 and won. in those first 2 games, in those first six years of his career. So, I don't know.
I'm really glad you touched on some of the feedback we was getting from our last couple clips that we had running on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. People were saying that, hey, AR, he tapped out. Hey, he's inaccurate. 50, 44% completion. He's not it. And what we're saying to that is he's 8-7, winning record. He only played 15 games, started 15 games. He's young. His first 15 games in the league is comparable to Josh Allen at that stage. Now, we're not saying he's no Josh Allen, but we're saying at that point in time, 15 games in, their stats were very similar. And we believe that he needs to be given more time, another season. We don't believe now it's time to turn the page on Anthony Richardson. I don't care. I don't care about last year he tapped out. Yes, he paid his dues for that. That's a learning moment. Yes, we've never seen a quarterback do that, but he came back and responded with maturity. He's a mature young man. That's what I like about him. No matter what, he's always going to keep his head about himself, and he goes back and work. Everybody acting like this guy's like he's a cancer in the locker room. And this guy loves the coach. He loves his teammates. He wants to ball out. He wants to do well. He wants to do good. And we've seen him kill before. That's what I'm saying, cuz I've seen him kill before. And I'm sorry. I still want to give him a chance as a diehard Colts fan. And most Colts feel the same way. Those Colts fans want to see him play too. Everybody's saying, "No, he ain't good." Y'all not really Colts fans, because 90% of the Colts fans that I know want to see AR play, including plenty of people on this podcast, including plenty of fans that commented and support Anthony Richardson. So we're gonna leave it at that. That's how we feel about it. But we're hopeful for the Colts to have a successful year. Is that right, cuz?
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And a lot of them comments that we was getting on a lot of them videos, and I, like you said, because they wasn't Colts fans. Like, these is outside people. Dudes was talking about, oh, I'm a New England fan. I'm a da 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 fan. I say, y'all not Colts fans, so y'all wouldn't understand. Like, y'all don't watch Colts games. Like, y'all look at the stats. Y'all ESPN Sports Center analysts. Like, y'all say, y'all sit down and watch Sports Center after a game on Sunday, and y'all give y'all opinion. You know what I'm saying? I sit there and I watch the games. I watch every second of the game, and the things that he does out there, because they're fixable. But Shane and Chris are in a tight spot right now, and I think that they're Anthony Richardson is their scapegoat. So now they're gonna use Daniel Jones to see what they can get out of him.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Let's I just want to give y'all some quick fantasy football pointers as we go into this fantasy league, our draft. Oh, cuz I got that phone call, man. I got that phone call from the commission last week. He had another player on the line, and he asked the player straight up. He's like, "Man, we gonna put nephew in the league." And now the dude said, "I'm gonna give him my spot." I said, "Man, thank you. I appreciate you, man." So shout out to who you is, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for sliding out so I can, you feel me, go hop right in the league that I love, the league that I cherish, the pro players only league with the family. We in here, the brains is officially in here. With that being said, shout out to Commish too, man. Shout out Commish. With that being said, I want to give y'all a couple pointers when it comes to this fantasy. Now, I'm not gonna give y'all the recipe, because the recipe is a trusted recipe that's been in the family for years, and it's a recipe that keeps me in contention every year. But what I will say, one of my homies, he was drafted today, and I know one of the draft strategies I'm seeing is everybody likes to go young. They feel like the young boys has the potential. Players like Chase Brown, players like Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm seeing them bank early in the draft. I'm talking about rounds 2 and 3. Here's my advice. Don't get scary in this draft process. Don't be scary because you think a player might be old. Like, let's take Saquon, for example. Yes, he's getting older. Yes, he's not the youngest. Yes, Jonathan Taylor's getting older. Yes, he's not the youngest. But Jonathan Taylor won a league last year. If you had him doing playouts last year, you won your league. He was balling out. Saquon, If he's there at picks number 2, 3, 4, don't be scared to grab him. Saquon ran for 2,000 plus next year. You have to bank on that production. Don't be scary. What if? Don't be a what if this guy gets injured. What if? Pick to win. Don't pick scary. Pick to win. If a dude has been killing, pick him up. If you see Travis Kelce around in that 4th round range and all the tight ends have went off the board, Laporta, Brock Bowers, McBride. If you see these top tight ends going off the board and there's like 4 tight ends that's already got picked and Travis Kelce is sitting there staring you in your face, you better grab him. Because he is the number 1 option over there in Kansas City. Don't be scary. Don't think that, he hasn't been. No, he's the number 1. He's a proven killer in his fantasy game. Everybody knows that. So don't pick scary. Pick production. Pick proven guys. Yes, guys are getting older. Yes, production does decline. But when the killer's there staring you in your face, pull the trigger. Any advice about this fantasy, cuz?
I think you said it, cuz. I think you said it. Put a trigger on the killer, and don't get so caught up on positions and stuff. You take the best available, man. Like when you see when you're on the clock, that's what it say. You are on the clock. When you're on that clock, man, you look at who's the best available, man. If you already receiver heavy and you need a running back, but the best player available is receiver, sometimes you got to take that receiver, man. You take the best available. So that's my advice. Like you said, I ain't gonna get a full recipe, but there's a few players out there that you have to have them. You know what I'm saying? You can't, give up. You can't pass up no Bijan Robinson. You can't pass up no Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. There's a couple players you just can't pass up. Even like you said, looking at players like a Derrick Henry. Don't pass up Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get you some points. Like, you know what I'm saying? The one thing for sure, Derrick Henry go Denver score every week. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, Saquon Barkley, 2,000 yards, man. You can't. You think that boy ain't ready to go some more? So, take the best player available, and good luck. Good luck to you. Fantasy season is upon us.
Cold game.
Four, cold game. First round draft pick.